Today's episode of Blow Jam is brought to you by Lola. Get $5 off your first month at trymylola.com/blow. Buddies, it's Blow Jam presents PODSMASH, the podcast that reviews podcasts. I am your host, Delia Blowjam, and joining me today, as always and forever, is my co-host, Ryan Blowjam.
Fuck you, fuck your mother, fuck everyone you know. God is dead.
Thank you. Let's get right into it. We talk about podcasts, we talk about what's good, we mention some stuff that's not good, and we have a great time because we love each other and we're having so much fun.
Yeah, fuck you.
Our first segment is always Feed Me. We talk about the best podcasts in our feed this week. Ryan, go ahead, feed me. I'm hungry. Feed me.
Oh, no. All right, my number one is the Anthropecene Reviewed. It's where host John Green reviews and rates two completely unrelated things, usually. This week he did Nathan's hot dog eating contest and chemotherapy.
That's a great combo.
So, that's all I'm going to say about it. Just listen to it. It's fucked up.
What can you tell us? What he rated them? Or no, that's a spoiler.
Yeah, it's a spoiler, you know. But yeah, he rates and reviews them on a 5-star rating. Chemotherapy gets 4.5 stars. I don't know what he did actually. Yeah. I can't remember. But it's like that. Like Nathan's hot dog eating contest, 3.5 stars. But he goes deep and he waxes poetic. You know, you should really listen to it. It's way more than you expect.
He's an author for what, The Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah, The Fault in Our Stars. He's very poetic.
Yeah, he does go deep. I've heard it before. He was. You found him on the Ryan's new podcast. Oh wait, 99 PI.
99 PI
with Roman Mars. Hell yeah. Speaking of 99 PI, I'm sorry, I just got to take a quick detour, which is a show about design. And yesterday, we had a great encounter with terrible design at Lowe's. Oh, remember the portable coffee machine?
Yeah, it's a portable coffee machine. It looks like you could take it out into the woods. First of all, it has no battery pack.
You got to plug it in.
You got to plug it in. So how are you going to take it camping? Second of all, the cup that they give you doesn't fit inside the thing. So it's
the guy was like, look at this, and he was shoving it in there.
Yeah, even the guy he's supposed to be selling it.
Yeah.
He's like, this is the worst design I've ever seen in my life.
We had a great connection.
It was pretty good. But.
Yeah.
But anyway.
On our arbitrary rating system, what would you rate this episode of Anthropecene Reviewed?
I don't know. 10 giraffes, I guess.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty good score. My next podcast is going to get 5 million Delias and a rainbow because it's Bunny Ears, Macaulay Culkin's podcast. And we talk about it a lot on the PODSMASH. This episode was his voicemail extravaganza. At the end of every episode, they play a couple of voicemails. And this was an all voicemail episode. His editor, Sean DePasquale, listened to every single voicemail that came in, and he made a collection of the best ones. And they drank a bunch of fancy whiskey. And so I'm going to play my favorite one for you guys. All right, here we go.
Throughout the whole freaking podcast.
Poured more whiskey.
Yeah, poured a little more whiskey.
Yep.
And and talked about our Home Alone pitch a little bit more.
Yeah. Look, I've never seen Mac light up about a Home Alone idea before, but this one might be the one. This one might be it.
It's just because I found it.
You found it. You did it. And it's we can't have found it and then just leave it there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, exactly.
It's there now. Now it's like the telltale heart.
Yeah. How many people actually are sitting in a room with Macaulay Culkin and comes up with an actual pitch? Right. All right, let's do a couple more, and then we'll call it an episode.
Let's see what we get.
All right.
Hi, Mac. It's Jonathan Brandis calling from the grave. Why aren't you making merch with my likeness? I mean, Sawa is cool, but he wasn't in Ladybugs. Why don't you just slap my name on the front of a t-shirt and write, I'm dead, on the back? It's not like I'm gonna sue you from the astral plane. Anyway, love the show.
Holy shit.
Fuck you.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Like, I almost thought, is it too far to even play that? But then I was like,
No,
nah.
that's great. No, that's fucking
good
great.
stuff, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, see, now I definitely can't do it because
She gave it to us.
it was
It's a good bit, right?
Yeah. I mean, it would have been tasteless if we did it before, but now if we do it, I guess technically,
Yeah.
Jonathan
Now it's
Brandis.
now it's a podcast bit.
Yeah. I guess maybe we can figure out a way to use like
Jonathan
dead.
I'm
I'm dead.
Or it could just be like,
I'm not laughing at that kid because actually, like, I'm sure.
All right.
yeah, it could be like just like a T-shirt that says "I'm dead" with the arrow pointing up.
That's a great idea.
Choose
And-
that, Mac. You could take it.
Yeah,
We're
choose
not,
it.
We're not gonna sue you or anything.
Yeah, because, spoiler, I was Jonathan Brandis.
Yeah, it was her. Yeah.
Yeah, it was me.
In case you couldn't tell,
Yeah, in case you couldn't tell, it was me.
they even knew it was a girl. Come on.
Oh, yeah, no, hell yeah. But I love the reaction that they got, and I just felt really special. And they actually might make a t-shirt out of that because they went on to, talk about ladybugs and what have you. And at the end, he's like, I've been talking to my merch guy. We'll see what we can do. So,
That'd be
yeah.
funny, yeah.
That was amazing. Ryan texted me, and he's like, you're on bunny ears.
Yeah, you gotta get an "I'm dead" shirt.
Yeah, so I was the ghost of Jonathan Brandis. And I'm very excited. That, I believe, is the 4th podcast that I've been on. We have the Savage Love Cast, Worst Idea of All Time, and Star Talk All-Stars. So I just got to keep the ball rolling with my podcast engagement. I'm so happy. I'm wicked happy. All right, bunny ears, my number 1.
Nice.
Thanks, Mac.
It's pretty good. And I was at work, and I didn't expect to hear that. And I blindsided. I was like, "What? Is that deal?" Like, oh shit! I forgot you did that. Remember you told me you did that.
Yeah, it was like 2 months ago. I even talked about it on PODSMASH, and I'm like, oh, they're not using it.
Like they're never gonna use it. They use it way later.
Yeah.
But anyway, my number 2 is Bizarre Albums. It's a podcast where host Tony Thaxton, not Tony Braxton, he explores and reviews some of the strangest albums ever made. This week, he did Shaquille O'Neal's album Shaq Diesel. He released this album in 1993 and it went platinum, dude.
What?
For real. I'll play a little bit.
Yes, please.
He's actually not that bad of a rapper. I was like kind of impressed. And Shaquille O'Neal, in his free time, he actually DJs like every weekend, like somewhere. He's a DJ. You didn't know that?
That
That's
guy's a
crazy.
man of many talents.
I didn't know that. He's like really into music, man. But
He could do stand-up comedy. He's the funniest guy
he
in
was
the
on
world.
like 3 Fushnicken albums. Remember the Fushnickens?
No.
It was like a 90s rap group. But whatever.
Wow,
Yeah.
go Shaq.
Yeah, nobody remembers. That's all good.
Album before that. On October 26, 1993, Shaq Diesel by Shaquille O'Neal was released on Jive Records.
I am Kazam!
The album's first single was released a month prior. I Know I Got Skills.
Remember Kazam?
And that's skills with a
How
Z,
can I
by the
forget?
way.
Music, please. I dribble around like basketballums. People call me E.T.
Okay.
Extra tallums. You're better than Shaq Tech. Fool, shut up, liar.
He's pretty good. He almost sounds like Biggie Smalls or something.
Then I'll punch you in the stomach. I don't give a heck. Hey, yo, why you pull the hooker like that? Yo, she breathes on my neck. People walk around like, yo, they get charged. But I'm big like a gorilla. 6'7" at the Lord. I kick rhymes like Buddha Kwon do. I smoke the mic like Cheech and Chong do. You don't like Shaq, frankly, I don't give a damn. I know I got skills, man. I know I got skills, man.
The song was written by Shaq and Def Jam.
Nice,
I like
man.
that, actually.
I know, it's actually pretty good. I was like, fuck, why was this like on like bizarre albums? It is a bizarre album, but it's like, damn, Shaq's does got skills.
Except for I Don't Give a Heck.
I don't give a hoot.
Well, he is a
doesn't
role
want to,
model.
He doesn't want to swear. And,
Yeah, he's like Will Smith.
But it's really good, man. That's like, he can actually rap and stuff. I didn't know he's like a musician and he's a fucking DJ. So big ups to Shaq, man.
Shaq. He's got skills.
He's got skills. Shaq Diesel. What do you got?
Okay, this one is definitely a departure from the fun-filled Shaq rap album. It's This American Life with host Ira Glass. It's so funny. I accidentally unsubscribed to this, which is my favorite radio show, favorite podcast. It's right up there with Harmontown. Right from the beginning, I've been listening to it. Accidentally unsubscribed, and then I realized that I've missed like 2 months worth of This American Life. And actually the one that I'm highlighting is the one that went on this week. It's called 10 Sessions. It's produced by Jamie Lowe, and she suffers from PTSD and bipolar disorder. She was sexually assaulted when she was 13, and with the Me Too movement and everything on the news, it's just like too much. It's all coming out. So she went to this new type of therapy. It's called cognitive processing therapy, CPT. And each session, you learn a skill, and you practice it, and you write about it, you master that skill, and then you move on to the next. They do like worksheets. It's weird, but the thing that I like the most is stuck points. Stuck points are where you blame yourself for the trauma instead of the truth, which is just you did the best you could to survive. And she never talked about her trauma before. And very publicly went through this on the podcast. And as far as stuck points go, it's like, I shouldn't have been walking down the street. You know, my mom said, don't walk down here. Or, why was I wearing these shorts that day?
Yeah, I heard that.
Why did I smile?
Did we already do this one? Or?
I just listened to it.
Yeah, I heard that one. It was pretty disturbing.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame, because, like, it sticks in your head, so.
It fucked me up. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, it was really good. It was an amazing show, and it was very cathartic. So I give it a warm jacuzzi bath and a chocolate cheesecake is my arbitrary rating system for this.
Yeah.
I didn't do one for bunny ears. I give bunny ears couple shots of Fireball and a big black dildo.
I didn't do one for Bizarre Albums.
Do it.
I give it 2 otters and a beaver having sex with an armadillo. A beaver having sex with an armadillo. Well, that's their baby. It's an armadillo and a beaver, so it's
a
beevdillo.
Beevdillo.
Or a beaverdillo.
Armabeaver. Armavir.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, now we're getting into the weeds.
Fuck. It was almost a good show.
Almost. All right. That's enough of PodSmash. We'll see you later, guys.
All right. So my number 3 is Punch Up the Jam. It's a music/comedy podcast where host Miel Bradau attempts to fix a popular song despite having no qualifications. Normally, they would have Demi Adjuwigbe, but he's leaving the show. So
yeah.
All right. So this week is part 2 of Hotel California with Miel's dad. In this episode, you get to hear Miel's punch-up of the Hotel California, and it's very funny. I don't want to play it because it's like 7 minutes long, but it's really funny. And I don't want to ruin it for you because it's super hilarious.
That was the second song I learned how to play on guitar, and me and my sister would sing harmonies to it.
Really?
Yeah.
I was like, I'd say his favorite punch-up was like, it had to do with like marijuana and like vape shops and stuff.
Ah. That does sound funny.
Like, welcome to the vape shop, marijuana. But something like that. I don't know. I'm not going to do any justice.
Speaking of justice, this is a needless transition. It means nothing, which is, my next one is Harmontown.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Harmontown. Man, this was a whirlwind of an episode. So the guests were Heather Ann Campbell, comedy writer, and Nick Rutherford, who writes for Rick and Morty. And also, he's the star on Dream Corps. Remember that, like, Canadian TV show?
Dream Corps LLC. That was a dope show.
Yeah.
We really like that show.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
It just got canceled, but you guys should watch it. I think there's, like, 2 or 3 seasons.
It was actually a really cool show. It was fun.
Yeah, I did. I dug it. I still dig it.
It's kind of campy, but like it's like live action. It's not cartoon, which is weird because it's on Adult Swim. But
yeah, I know. Why do they do that?
I don't know. It was good.
They're allowed. Yeah.
It was pretty surreal, you know. Like, well, because they did a lot of CG graphics. I think when they went into the dream world, it was all like CG and shit.
Oh, that's right. It was wicked trippy, like cell shading type stuff.
Yeah, so it's kind of like rotoscoping and cell shading. Kind of like, was it Waking Life and what's the other one?
Scanner Darkly.
Scanner Darkly. Yeah, that shit.
My friend actually worked on that movie.
It's pretty cool, man. It's cool effect, man.
So this episode was called the plural breasts feel fine wherever they are. Heather Ann Campbell overcame breast cancer. She was very candid about it. But she has a podcast that Ryan's going to get a little bit in depth to later in the show.
Well, I thought that was weird because like she didn't tell anybody until afterwards. She's just like, yeah, I got my tits chopped off. Pretty much like on Instagram.
Yeah, that's insane.
It's like nobody knew. It was like, oh, fuck.
Surprise. Wait, if it was on Instagram, I'm sorry, because I was working and, like, people were calling me and stuff. Did she post a picture of, like, a blank chest?
No, she just said it happened, you know?
Yeah.
It's all good.
That's good. And, you know, Harmontown, he always lets us know about good podcasts to listen to. He's basically like PODSMASH, but so much more. And she has a podcast, so we're going to hear about that a little later. And it's been a long time coming. I've seen it on the horizon, but Dan's going to stop doing the show in December, so I don't know why this is in my top 3. This is terrible news. But he's got to move on. He's happy. The podcast came out because he had this crazy drama with Chevy Chase.
And I actually I had this in my news. Harmontown is ending in December. So.
Oh, fuck, I'm sorry.
But it's okay. We'll do it now, so it's fine.
Right.
So.
Ryan's notes look so nice and neat. I just fucked up his hard work.
That's fine. I don't care.
Okay.
Want to watch some ads or something?
Yeah, let's do some ads. I love ads. Hey, lady listeners of Blowjam. I'm here to tell you about Lola, a modern approach to feminine care with their 100% cotton hypoallergenic tampons that ship straight to your door. Now, the major tampon companies do not have to disclose a comprehensive list of the ingredients in their tampons. So they use a mix of synthetic ingredients, including rayon and polyester, and they could also be treated with harsh chemical cleansing agents. But Lola's tampons are 100% cotton with a BPA-free plastic applicator that you could feel good about sticking in your pussy. And it makes your months a little bit easier with their subscription service, which is fully customized to fit your needs. You could choose your mix of light, regular, and supers, the number of boxes you get delivered, and the frequency of delivery. Your subscription is super flexible, and you can change or skip or cancel at any time. A little bit about me, I suffer from PMDD, premenstrual dysphoric disorder, so my periods are extremely painful, extremely heavy, and my brain is extremely dumb. So by the time I get my period, I forget to get tampons, and it's too late. So Lola's got my back, sending that shit straight to me, and it's safe, and it's just great. So I highly recommend you guys taking advantage of this offer. To get $5 off your first month today, go to trymylola.com/blow. Again, go to trymylola.com/blow to get $5 off your first month. Welcome back. We got some news to share with you from the Blowjam universe. We got some stuff going on with that long-awaiting EP.
Yeah, we're still working on that EP. It's gonna be a raw dog. It's gonna sound like we do live, which is, I don't know, you decide, good or bad.
It's real.
And we went to Subterranea on Friday to see Choose Not to Choose and Floodlands. You know, we had a really good time, a lot of good friends, and that was fun. We bought a new washer on Saturday. We got a lawyer.
Yeah.
Hopefully our neighbor is gonna leave.
We've seen her packing up shit.
You know the neighbor
Bit me, yeah.
got bit by her dog. And, like,
From the last episode, yeah.
So, hopefully she's leaving. I see her like packing up stuff and like kind of running because maybe she realized that all of Delia's family is cops, and that she doesn't really have money or a pot to piss in.
Well, neither do. Well, yeah. At the same time, it's not like we have money to throw around, but for something like this, I'll fucking drop $1,000 on an attorney. Yeah. I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck out of my neighborhood.
But we're not going after her, by the way. We're going after the landlord. So.
Yes, he has 8 properties. He's a slumlord. He's just cashing those welfare checks from DSS or what have you. So he's got money because he's not putting it into the properties. I just want him. Actually, I'm not even looking for money. I just want her the fuck gone.
Yeah, we just want her gone. So if she moves out, we'll just drop the lawsuit. So.
Well, even still, like, who's gonna enter that house next? You know,
right,
he obviously doesn't give a fuck. So let's go after this dude and save our neighborhood.
Yeah, he's slumlord.
Slumlord. Yo, speaking of the neighborhood, in the woods, there were some children there today.
Oh yeah, I was in the woods. Like I'm chilling out on the fucking deck, right, and I just hear like pop, 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 pop. Sound like I thought it was airsoft guns or like maybe BB guns, but like it turned out to be like paintball guns. But like it was all these kids like dressed in like camouflage, like walking through my backyard. My dog's like freaking out. I'm like, whoa, dude, is this
legal?
Is this a militia coming into my house? Like,
wearing camo?
Did my angry neighbor like hire some people to like swat us out? I was like, fuck. But then I'm like, oh, they're little kids. I'm like, did they graduate from Columbine? Like,
oh shit! And then I'm like, they don't even know what that is.
Yeah, they don't even know what Columbine is.
You were born like fucking 15 years after the fact.
So I kind of stalked them through the woods a little bit, and I found they left some packs behind. By like a tree, and I'm like going through all their shit, and I'm like, it's all paintballs. So I'm like, okay, it's paintballs. So let the kids have their fun.
Yeah, I just feel like one of those old people where it's like, stay off my lawn, but it's really like, yo, you're wearing camo, walking through like with rifles that I can't like immediately tell what they are.
Yeah, I didn't know they were paintball guns, man. Like
I don't know, why are people doing this?
Are you trying to kill me, man? Like but it's all right. It's paintball guns. So let the kids have their fun.
Yeah, they can have their fun. It's like we love people coming up, just walk through our property and go hiking. But damn, like if your dog is coming up here and biting me, and you're walking around like wearing camo.
Yeah. I know for a fact that paintballs are like water soluble. The rain will wash it away, so it's not bad for the trees. And they made it that way. Like it's not bad.
But they left a lot of unexploded paintballs, which Tito could have ate. And I just, like, seriously feel like that old neighbor where it's like, fuck these kids, fuck this bitch, fuck these people.
Well, there's kids trying to have fun.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'm chilling out. I'm good.
You're like, get off my lawn.
Yeah, exactly.
Get off my lawn, kid.
It's like, it's not really a lawn, it's like woods, so it's like guerrilla warfare.
Yeah, we're in the woods. They got camouflage. I'm like, what's happening here? Am I being invaded? But
it's weird. Is the end times.
It's weird that I stalked them and they didn't notice I was there. Makes me think I got my guerrilla skills up.
You sure do. With your black polo shirt and your jeans. And blend in with the trees nicely.
I know. Everyone had a camouflage on except for this one kid with a blue hoodie, and that's the one I was following. So always wear camouflage.
Weirdness. Well, we've got to get to my favorite segment because this is my number one stop for new podcasts to learn, which is Ryan. Ryan knows all the cool new podcasts. So tell us, what have you discovered this week?
Ryan's new podcast.
Ryan's new podcast.
Well, I did one. It came from Harmontown. It was How Does This Get Played? It's a play on how does this get made, and the thing we always talk about, where they watch shitty movies, but they're playing shitty video games. So it's a podcast where Heather Ann Campbell and Nick Weiger play the worst and weirdest video games. This week they played Leisure Shoot.
Yo, I can't say Leisure Shoot. Fuck.
It's hard to do. Leisure Suit Larry. Leisure Suit Larry. It's hard to say it, man.
It's really hard to say.
Leisure Suit Larry. Because we're from Binghamton, we got weird accents. So
Leisure Shoot.
Because we're like, Leisure Shoot Larry. So it's Leisure... Oh, fuck, I can't do it, man. Leisure,
we're not even drunk.
Leisure Suit Larry.
There we go.
Reloaded. So it came back out in like 2013. The first game was like in 1987. I remember that. It was like a point and click like computer game. But then it came back out like 2013. It got it was the first thing that ever got like crowdfunded on fucking what's it called?
Kickstarter?
Kickstarter, yeah. Was Leisure Suit Larry. Was the first thing that ever got crowdfunded. And they came out with a new version called Leisure Suit Larry Reloaded. It's very problematic. It's a softcore porn video game. I played it and it's pretty cool, man. So, because PD hacked it for like the Xbox One or the old Xbox.
Nobody knows who PD is.
Oh, my friend PD. He hacked it for like the Xbox, and we were playing Leisure Suit Larry, and it was really hard to. It's actually a hard game, man. It's like because you got to try to get laid. So if you don't get laid in the first 24 hours, you're supposed to go get laid by this hooker. The first 24 hours. So first you get a hooker, right? But if you don't fuck her with a condom, then you die. But then if you die of AIDS, then if you don't get laid in that 24 hours, he whips out like a handgun out of his pants and shoots himself in the head. So he's kind of like the first incel, you know? It's kind of fucked up.
That's great.
So you kind of feel bad for this guy, but you're like, what? It's kind of a sleaze bag. So it's the weirdest, most fucked up sleaze bag thing. There's a point where you have to like slip some girl some Spanish fly to make her sleep with you, which is pretty much like roofing a girl and stuff.
Damn.
It's pretty fucked up.
Sexy.
But then he decides he wants to have sex with a girl like loves her, like reciprocal. And it's like, okay, well, I don't know. It's a bad game. Don't play it. Don't ever play this game. All
okay,
right.
Duly noted.
Don't ever play
What else you got?
It's very problematic. All right, number 2 is Overheard at National Geographic. Each week, host Von Wallace dives into one of the curiously delightful conversations overheard at the National Geographic headquarters. The episode I listened to was called Honeybee Chop Shop. It's all about an almond farmer who had his bee boxes stolen. See, the thing is, you need these bee boxes because you need the bees to pollinate, you know, the nuts and the fruit if you're an almond farmer, and fruits and pretty much everything, you know, every food like tomatoes and everything. It needs to be pollinated. So, motherfuckers are like going around stealing bee boxes and selling them for like $200 like a hive, you know, they're getting money off it. So it's kind of like a weird honeybee chop shop.
Damn.
Where they're jacking people's bees and like, you know, fucking making money off them. Let's talk about colony collapse disorder, which is caused by a parasite called, it's called the virilimite. The virilimites from Asia, and the bees that we use around here are from England. So these English bees have not grown to adapt to the virilimite like Asian bees or like African bees. It's kind of fucked up that these are the only type of bees that can pollinate our stuff, but they're really susceptible to the virilimite. So someone let this bug into the U.S. and it's killing all our bees. And you're thinking like, where'd all the bees go? Everyone's like, oh, it's cell phone waves. You know,
It's this parasite.
It's this parasite from
Problem
Asia.
solved, or not problem solved, but problem identified.
But which causes a problem because they have to use pesticides, and people are like, we don't want anyone to use pesticides, but you have to do it to save the fucking bees, so everyone can have all the food in America.
Yeah, right.
So
damned if you do.
So you kind of need these pesticides. But whatever. Who am I? All right. So my next one is number 3 is Ty Ask Why.
I've listened to that. That's a really cute podcast.
It's with host Ty Poole. He's trying to find out the answers to life's biggest questions, and he's only 11 years old. The episode I listened to is, what are animals saying to each other? Ty's little brother, Keen, thinks he could talk to dogs, which is kind of funny. He really thinks that, like, and his mom does too. And
You think that?
I think that too, because I heard the audio, and he's like calling him over. He's like,
No, I meant like you can talk to ducks personally.
oh yeah, I squawk at ducks, and they came and attacked me, but I might have said something in their language.
Exactly, you were being offensive.
It might have fucked me over. But that's the weird thing. We've taught animals to sit and stay like a dog, you know, but like we never learned their fucking language. Like, what's the dog language? What are you saying in his language? So, Ty talks to scientists and animal experts to find out if animals actually have a language, and if they do, can we actually learn it?
Aw, only that can come from an 11-year-old. He's got like some profound questions.
Or me, I don't know. I'm fucked up too. I was thinking that too. I got the mind of an 11-year-old, I guess.
Very inquisitive.
Do you have a special segment thing?
I do, yes. It's True Crime Podcasts, except it's an old favorite, which is Sword and Scale. And I've been talking to a lot of people who like true crime, and they've never heard of this, which is amazing to me.
Sword and Scale?
Yeah. No?
It's like number one, right?
Apparently not. It's like My Favorite Murder, which, sorry, but that sucks.
Yeah, that one sucks, dude.
Yeah. Sword and Scale is the most fucked up one. Anyway, the one that I am promoting is episode 145. Teenage twin girls came home from school and found their mom dead in the bathtub. I ain't gonna say no more, but it's very cold-blooded. But what I am gonna talk about is a special episode that they did on Sword and Scale Plus, which you have to pay for, and I can't believe I paid for this particular episode, because it was Mike Boudet, the host, and he got so mad. Alright, there was this one episode that he had about this guy, Derek Medina, who got into an argument with his girlfriend, killed her, then posted pictures of her dead body onto Facebook. And guess what? Amazon and Kindle started selling his books online.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
It's really fucked up. So Mike Boudet is like, I'm gonna read this and make fun of it and sue me, motherfuckers.
And he almost got canceled for saying the wrong thing.
Yeah, Mike Boudet don't give a fuck. And now he's gonna be a gypsy too. He's moving around. He's like, fuck Florida. He's like, I'm gonna just go around and find out where I want to stay.
That's good.
Yeah, but
you better get on the run, man. It's probably people looking to kill him.
I know, like, he's
Or, yeah,
probably the most hated true crime podcaster. I love him.
He's like a true crime vigilante.
He went balls deep into this, and the book is absolutely terrible. That's why it might have been in my name, not because of Mike. He did the right thing, but because this dude's book is so bad. It's about ghost hunting. You'd think it would be like a book that he did after the fact, like, this is what happened when I killed my girlfriend. No, these are books that he did ghost hunting with, like, his girlfriend, and then he killed her.
Yeah, speaking
Ghosts
of that...
attack him, and ghosts are smart, but ghosts are dumb, and they only do it at night. It's like, fuck, you're fucking so dumb.
Wow, man. Hey, ghosts aren't real.
God's
not real, you're not real. This whole thing isn't real. But anyway, OJ did a book too. It was like, If I Did It, remember?
We talked about that last episode. Oh, wait, not really.
I don't think we did.
You talked about confronting OJ, but I don't think that's something that we highlighted. It's a podcast called Confronting OJ. We learned about it on Ryan's new podcast, and then I binged it all in one day.
That's fucking great, yeah. But anyway, it's the best thing ever. So, yeah, OJ he tried to write a book, and then Kim Goldman found out he was doing it, and the Goldman family, like, took rights to the whole book. So it's like, If I Did It, but they changed the cover to, like, they made the if, like, as small as possible. So it looks like I Did It by O.J. Simpson.
Because he talked about, hypothetically, what it was like to kill Nicole Simpson.
And they got all the profit.
And his brother, like her brother.
So they got all the profit from the book, so.
Yeah, they're the ones who won the civil suit against him.
So actually buy that book, because Kim Goldman will get money for it.
Yeah.
So actually buy that. And they did a forward and a epilogue and a prelude or something. Yeah.
So they were deemed, they had the rights to it. They had to publish it, but they were allowed to edit it and put in their own stuff and then put the cover on it. That's so cool. It sucks, but at least they're like making his life difficult.
At least that worked out. So.
Yeah, that's in poor taste. OJ, come on. I expect more from you.
Fuck off, OJ. Hey, Twitter world.
Ooh, I got some getting even to do. Fuck you.
Even to
Suck
do.
my dick. Speaking of suck my dick, let's talk about nays.
Oh, is that it? You got any more?
No, that's just it.
All right.
It was like 2 Sword and Scale episodes, one of which was good. The other one, you have to like be a patron.
So you got a nay or?
I do. Matt Delia is confused, which I normally like his episodes, and that's not to say I don't like Matt Delia. I did not like his guest. His guests, this is just the description of his show. His guests range from icons to outliers, and he talks to anyone who can help him understand the things that confuse him. And if you ever look out in the world and think, what the hell is happening, then you're in the same mindset. On this episode, Matt's guest was activist Michael Foster, environmentalist Michael Foster, and the episode is titled The Antidote to Despair. I'll tell you guys straight up, the antidote is not listening to this episode. Michael Foster is one of the guys who turned off the valve on the Dakota Keystone Pipeline, which I commend. That's a great thing.
That's good.
But his holier than art thou attitude and just general matter of speech was really off-putting to me.
Oh, he's one of them snooty hippies.
Exactly. This guy perpetuates the stereotype of activists being smug and titty fucking their own self-righteousness.
Right, yeah.
The dumbest thing...
I chained myself to a tree.
I'm better than you.
That was the forest. It's like, no, dude, you need to get a job.
I live meagerly, and everybody else should live like that.
I live in the woods, and I chain myself to trees. You need to get a job, motherfucker.
So long as I give my children food, they're fine. Food and shelter.
No.
Maybe like in the apocalypse.
No,
yeah.
They need society, man. Alright, whatever, sorry.
Well, here's the dumbest thing.
Going.
This is going to piss you off, personally.
Right.
So, the thing that he was most proud of to talk about is his upcoming project. And he was so pleased to make a big announcement, and he made it on Matt Delia is Confused, is that he's starting a movement where everyone bands together and stop paying their mortgages.
What?
Yeah. I turned it off. I didn't even want to hear the reasoning because, in my opinion, I would call that stealing.
You're going to steal a house?
Yeah, it was stop paying your mortgage. You don't own that motherfucking house. Hey, if you don't own something, you need to pay for it.
Yeah, you got to buy it.
So I give it 19 squirrel carcasses and a rotten lemon.
Yeah, I give some donkey jizz.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And I give it elephant poop.
Yes, and I don't listen to it, please. Yeah, you can rate it without listening to it.
And I love Matt Delia, so.
Yeah, he's cool.
Well, my name is the Church of What's Happening Now. I normally love this podcast. It's been my name before, but it's a comedy podcast with host Joey Coco Diaz. This week he had a stand-up comedian, Dan Cummins, on the show. Sometimes I think Joey just, I think it just gets too high and he, babbles on and on about himself and the right way to do comedy. So you gotta do comedy. And he just keeps going and going. It's like, what are you fucking... Let the guy talk, man. He's worse than Dan Harmon. He's worse than Dan Harmon because Dan Harmon knows that he's doing it. Joey doesn't know that he's doing it. Dan Harmon's better because he makes a joke out of it. He's like, I just keep talking about myself. Blah, 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 blah. And tries to joke on it and, play off of it. But, nay. Whatever.
You got any special shout-outs?
Yeah, I got Planet Money. It's a economics podcast. The episode I just did was called The Modal American. Host Kenny takes Jacob on a nerdy quest to find the typical American. Ends up being way harder and nerdier than they actually thought. It turns out that I'm the model American.
You are, personally?
Yeah.
What is it?
Turns out that I am. What they describe was me. It's like, you're Gen X, I'm Generation X.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm 1980.
Yeah.
I'm a white male.
Oh, yeah. What? Really?
Yep.
You?
Yep. I'm married.
No.
Yep. I have no college degree.
Oh, shit.
I'm a homeowner.
Yeah, you are.
I'm middle class.
No, you're not. Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Well,
we made it,
we
like,
got some
barely.
lower to upper middle class, yeah.
Yeah, we in there.
Because they actually saw that, too. They're like, how are they middle class? They don't have college degree. Well, they normally have 2 incomes, and so that's
just like us.
Like us.
We barely made it, but we made it. Eat
Hey,
that,
guys.
suckers.
Hey, guys, I'm not the average American, but I'm the most common. I'm the modal American. High five!
High five.
Modal American!
I love you.
I'm the modal American.
I love you.
Ryan Blackman's modal American.
That's pretty... I gotta listen to that.
All right, cool.
I'm married to the modal American. I don't have any special shout-outs because I legit forgot that segment existed. I'm like, I got my PODSMASH all ready to go. No, I didn't. I forgot the last segment.
Well, shout something out. You can shout anybody out.
Yeah, I'll shout out the Blowjam universe, and I'll shout out our buddies. Yard Party, the band, they're gonna be on the next Blowjam episode. Special Blowjam episode, ad-free, where I get to talk to Dave and... Oh my god, why did I fucking...
You blanked out, huh?
Yeah, I did blank out. Dave and Jake? No.
Dave and Buster's.
Dave and Buster's.
So it's Dave and Buster's, and, well...
Dave and Zach. Zach, I'm so sorry. I love Zach. Zach is the best. He's great.
No,
anyway.
It's not Zach, it's Dave and Buster's, so...
Yeah.
We'll see you there.
That sucks because now I realize that I was calling him Jake the whole time. And Buster. Jake and Busters. No.
Jake Buster? Is that your new band?
Jakey Busties.
Jake Busties?
Dave and Busters.
We gotta go.
Okay, yeah, we gotta go. Call us, 607-296-7297. Follow us on the Instagrams. Check out our buddy bands, Tom Jolu, Choose Not to Choose, Yard Party, for real, and Floodlands, and Shout at the Robots.
Shout the Robot.
Yeah, those are our bros. There's so much more. Bros, Crooked Knuckles. We'll get more into that.
Yeah, we got a lot more coming.
Yes.
Could be a lot of interviews. So.
A lot of interviews, a lot of good bands, a lot of good times. Blowjam bands, getting some jams.
Shout out to the Ocho Duro Parlay Hour. They actually started following me.
What? Finally?
607 Podcast. We're the original. We're waiting for you
we're
guys.
OG. Yeah, for real. We've been doing this for almost 4 years. So, suck my dick. And yeah, you guys are really good.
So.
Suck my fucking dick.
Suck our dick and be our friend.
Yeah.
Be our friend and suck our dick. We're going to 69.
Without further ado, suck our dicks and be our friends, and we'll see you next week.